All right, so Matt said he's looking to modernize an architecture where the plant quality data is stored as discrete results in a central SQL database on the plant from many plant floor PCs for archival. The PCs also query this data during runtime to properly execute production. The current architecture doesn't lose data, so the primary goal is continuing that. Considering MQTT with software to subscribe and store in SQL to feed existing reporting applications, newer applications would be able to get the data straight from MQTT. Given there will be an MQTT cluster on the plant floor and the PCs will be MQTT clients for the runtime queries, is QoS2 with retained flags set sufficient? The answer is nearly sufficient. The last thing you need to make sure that your MQTT client supports Sparkplug B so that you can get store and forward. You got to make sure that you support store and forward from your clients. Seems that it'll serve the purpose, but how to recover from a power cycle of the brokers. Store and forward will do that for you. So here's basically how stored forward works in Sparkplug B. Let's say I've got, I'm running Ignition Edge on the edge and I turn store and forward on. Ignition Edge it's an MQTT Sparkplug B client. Okay. Same thing with Factory Studio, same things with Canary Labs Historian, any of the Sparkplug B tools, if you have store and forward enabled, basically what happens is the local machine will store the event and the timestamp in an array in its order until you run out of disk space or until you run out of the amount of space you allotted to store the data. When you reconnect, what will happen is the MQTT client on the edge will basically stream the events in the order that they happened. So it'll publish at whatever interval, say 1 second. It'll publish the first record, value, timestamp. Since the timestamp comes from the edge, it doesn't matter when it actually gets to the broker because the timestamp that's used when it gets to the broker is the one that is used to store in your MQTT client up above. So basically what happens is they stream one at a time. Boom, boom, boom. You set it to like 50 milliseconds, it goes, flies right through the array and just publishes one right after another into the topic namespace. It gets picked up by the clients. They get the accurate timestamp and you're good to go. Would a historian software be able to write back the data when it powers back up? Yes. It seems I'm quickly leaving the realm of out-of-the-box functionality. Nope. This is in-the-box functionality for Canary Labs, in-the-box functionality for Ignition Edge, et cetera, et cetera. Any recommendations on the historian use Canary? I've seen the overall on Canary and Factory Studio. As long as the client can afford it, we're using Canary. We do not use Ignition and Factory Studio both have built-in historians, but we only use those like for like running trends on the process, like HMI style trends, not analytics. When you're talking about analytics, you want a NoSQL historian. And that's what Canary is. Canary stores all the data highly compressed in flat files. And what Canary's intellectual property is their ability to compress it and take up very little room and then be able to retrieve it as if I'm querying a SQL database from a flat file. That's what Canary is really great at, was the compression of historical data into flat files, one for each day. And then being able to, you can use an ODBC connector to query Canary's historian for your historical data, and you would never know it's not in a SQL database. And then Matt said, thanks for teasing the question. To clarify, I'm looking for a way to access transaction data through MQTT. For example, give me all the results for serial number XYZ when there are tens of thousands. SQL handles this easily, but I don't see a current standard for this through MQTT. So the way that we do it is we'll use a series of topics. We will have a query in our topic namespace that can query the data. We will use a string topic for our where clause. So I may have one topic in the topic namespace that's all of my query except for the where clause. So it'll be where equals whatever the value of this other topic is. And then all I do is make the adjustment in that topic. And then the data set that returns to that topic, the original topic's got the query in it, is a function of what the where clause statement was in the other topic. Talking to Canary and HiByte this past week, this doesn't seem to exist. I don't think it's in HiByte, but in Canary it does exist. Well, store and forward exists in Canary. Ignition is really where you would do this, by the way. You would do it in your platform, your IoT platform. In Ignition, we do this all the time. My first thought is that each of our equipment has two interfaces, a UNS for real-time data and specific historical tags, and then a relational database connection to get data in a query style. Would be curious what your take is. Process data seems to be covered, but the transactional. Yeah, you need to use Ignition here, Matt.